Hey, welcome. It's Matt and Leisa Erickson. Erickson Associates Remax Metro. We've got some questions sent in online.
Yes.
Buyers and sellers. I think this week we're focusing on seller questions. So if you've got a home that you're thinking about, it might be the right time to sell, or what you need to do to get it sold. Let's talk about that.
Right, let's wait for everyone to start coming on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
So one of the biggest questions we get asked all the time: how's the market right now?
We're waiting for people to come on, I thought.
And we are. People will be coming on just by hearing my voice. It's drawing them like a Pied Piper to the internet.
Yes.
So.
Anyway, it's a lovely day here in St. Pete for those of you who are tuning in from some other location.
Dawn just logged in.
Hello, Dawn. We've got a great day today, and it's been really busy out there. So we're gonna get to this first question. I think you're gonna talk about the market.
Yeah. So how is the real estate market right now? Well, in simple terms, I would say it's hot. That'd be the simple word of the day. It's hot for properties that are prime in terms of what sellers want. What does that mean? It means likely it's staged. It's been marketed to speak about the neighborhood it's in. That's very important. The attributes of what the home offer will be seen from the photos. That's pretty easy to tell. But agents that promote properties with lifestyle are key for buyers right now. Is it close to a park, close to a school, close to restaurants, and those kinds of things. Those properties that are in walkable neighborhoods, extremely high. Your Crescent Heights, your Euclid, your Rozier Park, Old Southeast, Old Northeast, all the neighborhoods in and around downtown, even Palmetto Park, has seen more than double increases in land value over the past year.
Most people don't even probably know what you're even talking about, honestly.
Palmetto Park?
Palmetto Park. If you haven't heard about Palmetto Park,
well, here's a little trivia piece for all you fans out there. Palmetto Park is one of the original platted neighborhoods from the 1920s. And it is exactly the same distance from Grand Central District as Kenwood. It's just its neighbor on the south side and has 6 breweries within a 5-minute walk. So if you love fresh home brew, that's a great neighborhood for you.
Ooh, that even rhymed.
Like that?
Yeah.
I tried.
You're on fire.
Especially if your home is possibly going to be in the $300,000 to $400,000 price range. Extremely hot. Right now, that price point saw a 48% increase in sales over the last year. Let me give you a comparison. All the other price points, 200 to 300, 4 to 5, they increased maybe 6, 8%, just in line with the overall averages of the county. 48% increase. So if you think your home is worth between $300 and $400, it's probably a good day to call your realtor. Hopefully that's us.
Yeah, to draw out that case in point, this past weekend, we do a lot of open houses, and this particular weekend we had a very, very cute bungalow that we were listing, and we held it open 2 days, and we had, 77 couples through there?
Yeah, almost 100 people, really, in terms of all family members and everything combined. And
crazy.
I think we had 6 offers on it. It was pretty wild.
Yeah, pretty wild. Super cute. So if you have a cute bungalow or a cute style home, brings up the value even further, and can create a feeding frenzy, which happened this weekend. So It can't happen for you too. So let's move on to the next question.
Next question: when is the best time to sell my home? Want me to take that one?
Go ahead, you're on a roll.
When you're ready would be the answer. Simply put, when you're ready to take on the cleaning, the decluttering, the staging of the home, and you're ready to get serious about it, that home will be sold in about 3 weeks, which answers one of our next questions. So it's when you're ready. For teams such as ours, we really get on the case right away, get the market churning with our marketing department, and get buyers to your door the first week that you put it on the market. Should be getting an offer within the first 3 weeks and getting it under contract.
Yeah, so you got to be ready to move. That's a question that we get a lot: is how quickly will the house sell? And you're right. If you're ready to go, we're ready to go, and you're going to be out of there pretty quickly. We just had a house listed 13 days, $700,000 price point, so pretty aggressive in the market, and we've got it under contract with only a few showings in 13 days. So it's moving quickly. They're going to be off to their new venture in 30 days, and So that's great. We got to find a new house.
Yeah, whenever you're ready. Next question. Keep it moving here. Probably the next thing you're thinking: how much needs to be done to my home to get it ready to put on the market? That all depends on the things you probably don't see and notice every day, and that realtors like ourselves will come into your home and say, I know you've been living with that ill-painted bathroom that's gold from the 1970s, but it's probably time to update that. Maybe it's just the paint. But our team, especially Leisa, is well versed in where you should spend your money, what's a waste of time, and that you're going to get your most return on your investment improvement. And that's the ROI squared. Most realtors probably won't tell you about that.
Yep.
Next question. What steps should I take to prepare my home for sale? So sort of a simpler version of that last question. Certainly getting your curb appeal up. Get the tails wagging while they're still driving by or looking at the photo on Zillow on their phone. If your home isn't looking cute, picture perfect from the street, it's not going to feel very inviting to folks.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first place to start.
Yep.
If you've had a brown yard, maybe, just watering it those days you're allowed to, start weeding it and trimming it. That's the first place to start. Next question. How long will it take to sell my home?
Well, averages speaking, right now in our market, it's dependent upon the price point, of course, but let's just call your typical price point under $400,000 right now. It's really running at a contract term. You can probably get it under contract probably 3 weeks, and you'll be closed out probably in about 70 days. So it's pretty fast.
Yeah, from start to finish under 70 days.
Mm-hmm.
That's on the average. Certainly we do a lot of them faster than that, but
yeah.
That's about typical. Next question. Is staging really important?
We get this question all the time. Okay, so how we live in a house is so different than how you sell a house. We get the question, well, do I really need to stage? Do I need to declutter? Do I need to depersonalize? And the question typically, okay, for most folks is probably yes. If you want to get the most out of the property, your property at that point when you're deciding to sell is your investment. It's really just a piece of product that you're going to put out into the market, and the better you can position the product in the market so that it appeals to the broadest base of buyers, for example, and has the most appeal for a move-in ready buyer, that's going to make you the best and most attractive opportunity there in the market to basically get full price or even over ask. So is staging worth it? I would say resoundingly, absolutely yes. You will always get your money back from staging. It's an expense outlay, but you're always going to see that come back to you, probably double for whatever you lay out. And a lot of people are wondering, well, how much is staging? Is it super expensive? Is it not? Most stagers are going to cost about $1 to $1.50 per square foot. So if you've got a 1,000 square foot home, for example, it's going to cost you probably about $1,500 to stage the house. So
and it's not just about getting you the most, although that's really important. It's also about time. Mm-hmm. Longer your home sits on the market, statistically, the lower your offers are that you're going to finally go under contract with. Staging gets your offers quicker and gets more motivated buyers who want a home that's move-in ready.
Yep, they can imagine themselves there. Neutralizes all the things that are important to a buyer so that they pay attention to what's most important to them in the house, that they can imagine themselves living there as opposed to who is living in that house. So it's a few little tweaks that make a big difference in our world. So
mm-hmm. Absolutely. Last question of the day. Should I be present when buyers view my house? No.
Yeah.
Just let's put it this way. If you were going to go out and test drive a new sports car that you wanted to buy, or whatever, something you were going to buy, mm-hmm. would you want someone that you don't know very well looking over your shoulders and watching every move you made with that car? Would you really be enjoying that test drive? Or would you be like, who's this weird person in the back seat? It's kind of creepy.
Unless it's an agent. So, you have a point. It scares off a lot of buyers. If you're in the house as a seller, first of all, the buyer's uncomfortable because they're not expecting you to be there, and they're like, ooh, there's somebody here.
You want to try it on. You want to feel comfortable in there.
Yeah. And so they're going to hurry through the house. They're not going to pay attention. They're going to worry about, are they going to offend you? If they see something they don't like, they're going to be like, ooh, I can't say anything. So it creates a really bad dynamic and a really bad vibe, frankly. So mm-hmm. Ixnay on staying in the house. You always want to leave and take your pets with you.
That's all we got today. I hope it was better than last time. Thanks for joining us.
Christy says hi.
Hey, Christy.
Bye. Guys, have a great day. Thanks so much for tuning in. Next week we'll have a session. I am taking suggestions on what you'd like to hear more about. So tune in next week. Hope you have a great Memorial Day, and we'll see you then. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.